The Variax Workbench is an exciting new product for the owner of any Variax electric guitar that allows the user to create brand new models or to tweak existing models and do alternate tunings, all in a very simple to use package on the computer, whether it's PC or Macintosh. The Variax Workbench allows the user to take any of the pickups that are available in any of the Variax electric guitars, as well as any of the body models that are available in the Variax electric guitars, and mix and match them in ways that would be extremely hard to do in the physical realm. For instance, if you take a jazz guitar body from the Workbench list, you can put a pickup set on there from any kind of guitar that's available, so that you can try a wide variety of single coil pickups, humbucking pickups, and even down to different volume control, capacitor, and tone control values to create unique instruments that would be almost impossible to build in the real world.
Connecting the Variax Workbench is easy. Just take this little box here. The USB from your computer goes in one end. RJ45 cable goes in the other. RJ45 cable then plugs into the Variax, and then stereo 1/4 inch out goes out to the amp. That's all there is to it.
Creating your own model is really easy with Workbench. I'm playing a T model now, and what I want to do is change the body type. So in the list here, I can just select whatever I want. In this case, I want to go for a sort of semi-hollow F-hole, and I'm going to change the pickups as well. So in pickup 2, which is the neck here, I'm going to go ahead and put in a little mini humbucker right here in the neck. I can turn it on here, and also change the series and parallel wiring. So I'm going to switch to parallel. Gives the T model a nice big warm round edge to it. Now, one of my favorite things with this model here is to actually leave it in an open G tuning. I can easily do that by just clicking the enable button here. And what I want to do is take the A string and drop it down a whole step to G. So all I have to do is grab it and drop it here. Now that I've got the guitar I want, I'm going to go ahead and save it into my custom bank here. All I have to do is hit the send button, and I'm going to select where I want it. So in custom 1, I'm going to drop it right in the first position. It's going to ask me if I want to replace what's currently there, and I do. So I'm going to hit yes. And it's that simple to make guitars one after another. And you can also save them to your hard drive and store them here. And also there's a sync button, which will allow me to, when I unplug Workbench, to make sure everything I've created is in any one of the slots here on the model knob.
One of the greatest benefits of Variax Workbench is that it takes an already large palette of sounds at your fingertips from the Variax electric guitars and enhances and expands it in ways that no other product on the market can do.
We went from that open GT model we made to one of my favorite settings, which is the Spank model with a drop D, and the whole thing shifted down to half step. Usually you carry a second guitar for this, but I can easily just go in my custom bank and switch between those two settings. Another cool setting for this is to actually go ahead and change the pickups along with that half step thing. I'm going to switch the bridge pickup here to a humbucker, and I'm going to go ahead and choose the Luster bridge humbucker. I'm going to move it just a little further away from the tremolo there, and we're going to go ahead and straighten it out, more like a traditional Luster.
You take a jazz guitar and put a set of single coil pickups on it and then do it in drop D tuning. In the real world, this is cost prohibitive, of course, but also something you wouldn't want to do to your fine guitar. In this way, your creativity is widened to a level that is unimaginable in the physical space, because You can do all this work day in and day out for weeks at a time and save thousands and thousands of ideas until you distill it down to the one that really unlocks your creativity and allows you to make the kind of music that you've always dreamed of.
So this is probably my favorite instrument that I built using Workbench. It's nothing you could actually do in the real world, but with Workbench it took me all of 10 seconds to complete, which is, if you look at the screen here, we've got what we call the Jazz Super 4 body, which is a huge hollow body. I've taken my favorite pickup combination, which is 2 single coils, and another thing which we were able to do also with Variax Acoustic, which is the alternate tuning and dropping the E and A down to sort of the bass range. So I've got sort of the ultimate solo guitar, big round body, crystal clear pickup sounds, and a bass at the bottom. Here's what that sounds like. We built 3 guitars, starting with the Open GT model, and we're going to go ahead and move from there right into our Spank model, which was half step down with drop D, and then move into my favorite, which is the big jazz box with single coil pickups and the bass at the bottom 2 strings.
You can't hack up your favorite guitar too many times before it just becomes impossible to continue. Here, that limitless experimentation is, you can save it any way you want, you can edit it any way you want, you can share it with your friends, you can use it on the gig, and you can use it on recording sessions. We feel that this is just another way that Line 6 is unlocking the musician's creativity and providing even greater flexibility and value for the line of Variax guitars that already stands head and shoulders above all conventional guitars.